Rivera,
officials
the former
cost
Chicago
Steelers
Bears
critical
linebacker and defensive coordinator. The
interview for head
Steelers'
coaching
2024
job.
playoff
Rivera,
loss to the Baltimore
former
Ravens
Chicago
was already
Bears
painful
linebacker
enough.
and defensive
But
coordinator
new footage has
is a
surfaced
candidate
that
for the
proves
Bears'
the
head
officials made the
coaching job and is
situation
expected
even worse.
to interview with the team
While
in
the
person on
Steelers'
Sunday.
performance was far from
This will be
stellar,
the first
a key
in-person
moment
interview
in the
for
game
Bears,
highlighted a critical mistake by the referees that contributed to
Rivera,
Pittsburgh's inability to mount a successful
has a wealth
comeback.
of experience in the NFL,
During a crucial
including
fourth down
a head
attempt by the
coaching stint
Ravens
with the Washington
as the
Commanders,
Steelers were desperately trying to close a 21-point
and the Carolina
deficit.
Panthers,
The referees failed to
2019.
enforce a rule that would have
He
allowed
led the
Pittsburgh
Panthers
to make
to
a
a
legal
Super Bowl
substitution
appearance in 2015
The Ravens
and won
switched
Coach
to
of
a
the Year
heavier
honors in
offensive
both
package,
2013 and
but the
2015.
Steelers were denied the chance
Rivera
to
is
respond with
also
their
well
own
known for
defensive
his time with the
adjustments.
Bears,
Where
Footage
he was a
circulating
defensive
on social
coordinator
media
under
shows
Lovie
the
Smith
Steelers'
from
players
2004
scrambling
to
as the
2006,
Ravens took advantage of the
including
mismatched
during the
personnel,
Bears' Super Bowl
which
41
ultimately
appearance.
led to a critical
Rivera
play
played
in
9
Baltimore's
seasons
favor,
for the Bears,
while Pittsburgh's
1984
performance on
to
the field
1992.
wasn't perfect.
This
Including
officiating
being a part
error
of the
left
legendary
fans fuming,
1985
as it robbed
Super
them of a
Bowl winning
legitimate
team.
shot to make a second
In addition
half
to his
comeback.
coaching career,
The missed
Rivera has
opportunity,
experience
coupled
working
with the
with
frustrations
quarterbacks,
of a one-and-done
notably
playoff
helping develop
performance,
Panthers
has left a
quarterback
sour
Cam
taste
Newton,
in the mouths of
who was named
Steelers
NFL
supporters who feel their
MVP
team
in
was already
2015.
fighting an uphill battle.
The Bears have also
only to
conducted
be hindered
interviews
by
with
a
a
range
range
of
of
other
other
candidates.
For a franchise as
including
storied as
Detroit
the
Lions
Steelers,
coordinators
these
Ben
types of
Johnson
missteps,
and Aaron Glenn,
both on and off the
former
field,
Seattle
are tough to
Seahawks
swallow.
coach Pete Carroll,
While the team
former
will
Tennessee
certainly look back
Titans
at their
coach
own
Mike
mistakes
Vrabel
during the game,
and others.
There's no denying that the officials played a significant role in making the playoff even more bitter
become
for
available
Pittsburgh.
for in-person interviews after January 20th. Bears eye Marcus Freeman for coaching job after national championship game. The Chicago Bears' interest in Marcus Freeman as a potential head coach is a bold move. Considering Freeman's success at Notre Dame and his limited experience as a head coach in college football, with Freeman leading Notre Dame to a 14-1 record and a national championship appearance, the Bears appear to be seriously considering him as a candidate. Freeman, who has already demonstrated his ability to build a successful program and improve the team year over year, would bring fresh energy and leadership to the Bears. Given the Bears' tumultuous season, including the mid-season firing of Matt Eberflus, Chicago is looking for a coach who can make an immediate impact. Freeman's track record in improving Notre Dame's performance and his role in their strong defense could appeal to the Bears as they search for someone who can bring stability and development to their roster, especially after their struggles in recent seasons. However, the timing of the potential interview, after the national championship game, means the Bears will have to wait for Freeman to finish his season before initiating talks. This isn't necessarily a problem, as other candidates in the NFL are also still coaching through the playoffs. But it does add a layer of complexity to the coaching search. If Freeman decides to explore the NFL coaching opportunity with the Bears, it could signal the beginning of a new era for Chicago, with an emphasis on development and building a strong team culture, similar to what Freeman has done at Notre Dame. The Bears' research on Freeman for months further indicates they see him as a serious candidate and are willing to wait for his availability, which could make for an intriguing and significant hire. Five NFL teams that should try to trade for Mike Tomlin, including the Cowboys. Here are 5 NFL teams that could potentially consider trading for Mike Tomlin. Hypothetically speaking, if the Pittsburgh Steelers ever made him available. Dallas Cowboys. If the Cowboys' situation with head coach Mike McCarthy doesn't improve or reach a satisfactory conclusion, owner Jerry Jones may look to make a splash. Mike Tomlin could be the kind of high-profile, steady presence that brings Dallas back to consistent playoff success. Tomlin's proven ability to maintain a winning record year after year might be the remedy the Cowboys need to finally make a Super Bowl push. Philadelphia Eagles. Should the Eagles fall short of another Super Bowl appearance, they might consider making a move for Tomlin. Nick Sirianni has faced criticism for not stabilizing the team as effectively as expected, and Tomlin could be the coach to guide them through any turbulence. With a ready-made contender and a championship window open, Tomlin's leadership could help solidify the Eagles' future as a perennial powerhouse. Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders have been in search of a consistent winner for years. Tomlin's experience and reputation could bring the stability the Raiders have long needed. While Las Vegas might prefer a head coach who doesn't require a trade, The potential for a high-profile move could be enough to entice owner Mark Davis, especially if Tomlin expresses interest in leaving Pittsburgh for a fresh start. New York Giants. Even though the Giants have publicly backed coach Brian Daboll for 2025, the NFL is unpredictable, and a change could come quickly. The Giants, struggling to regain relevance, could be tempted by Tomlin's strong track record of success. If New York wants to make a major shift to get their franchise back on track, trading for Tomlin could be an enticing path to immediate credibility and stability. Chicago Bears. With the Bears poised to draft a potential franchise quarterback like Caleb Williams, Tomlin could be the ideal coach to provide stability and leadership for his development. Chicago has struggled to find consistent success, and Tomlin's presence could help turn the tide. If the Bears want to build a winning culture for their young quarterback, hiring a coach with Tomlin's pedigree would be a step in the right direction. While these hypothetical trades might seem far-fetched, they highlight the value Tomlin brings as one of the league's most respected and successful head coaches. His ability to consistently deliver a winning record could make him an attractive candidate for teams seeking a proven leader to change their fortunes. Deion Sanders expresses interest in Raiders' head coaching job, though it may not be reciprocated. Deion Sanders, the head coach of the University of Colorado Buffaloes, reportedly has expressed interest in the Las Vegas Raiders' head coaching vacancy. According to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the Raiders fired their previous head coach, Antonio Pierce, along with general manager Tom Telesco after a disappointing 2024 season. While Sanders has had significant success at Colorado, including a notable turnaround in 2024 and a bowl game appearance, this marks the first public mention of him being interested in an NFL job. However, while Sanders may be intrigued by the Raiders' job, reports indicate that the team itself has zero interest in hiring him. Despite his interest being communicated through NFL-connected associates, the Raiders, who have been in a rebuilding phase and are in need of leadership, have not reached out to Sanders, and he has not been mentioned in any official talks for the role. Sanders has previously expressed that he would consider coaching in the NFL if he had the opportunity to coach his sons, Shedeur and Shiloh Sanders, both of whom could be NFL prospects in the coming years. Shedeur Sanders, a top quarterback prospect, could even be selected as a high pick in the 2025 draft. This potential connection to the Raiders is part of the intrigue, especially given that the team holds the number 6 pick in the draft, which could be used to trade up for Shedeur. In the meantime, other figures, including Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, have been mentioned in connection with the Raiders' job. However, the current consensus is that Sanders and Belichick are more likely to remain in college football in 2025, with Sanders continuing his work at Colorado, where he has been a key figure in reshaping the program. Tom Brady's Fox debut falls flat with nonsensical commentary in Wild Card Game. Tom Brady's debut season as Fox's lead NFL color commentator has been, well, less than spectacular, despite being one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. Brady's transition into broadcasting has been anything but smooth. His analysis often feels stiff and awkward, and it's clear he's struggling to offer anything beyond the most basic and obvious insights. If you were hoping for an improved performance during the NFC wildcard game between the Philadelphia Eagles and Green Bay Packers on Sunday, you were probably a little too optimistic. Brady's commentary often sounded like he was reading straight from a pro football clichés handbook. For instance, at one point, he casually mentioned that the Eagles love getting interceptions, without offering any real context or analysis. Really? A defense that enjoys forcing turnovers? Groundbreaking stuff. Tom. It's as if he assumed the audience needed to be reminded of the most basic aspects of football. Which, let's be honest, doesn't exactly make for compelling television. Throughout the game, it felt like Brady was relying on a teleprompter and a script he hadn't bothered to review. And his delivery often came off as condescending. It's almost as if he expected viewers to already know exactly what he was talking about. And that made his insights feel even more disengaging. It was a consistent issue, one that even Blue Sky users quickly pointed out, as Brady stumbled through analysis that lacked depth or personality. And here's the kicker: despite his lackluster performance, Brady is still slated to call Super Bowl 59 in just a few weeks. Yes, Millions of fans, eager for competent commentary, will have to endure Brady's uninspired analysis during the biggest sports event of the year. For those hoping for a smoother, more insightful broadcasting experience, this is a grim reality. So, buckle up, because we're in for more of Brady's brand of analysis throughout the NFC postseason. How lucky are we, indeed?